Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Matty Base Presents Rankings with Emily. My name is Diandre Robinson, and this is the show where we rank a certain bracket that we have done in the past. Me and my wife have been doing this for the last, 2 or 3 times. Fun times.
Yeah.
We're going to do it again, but it's my wife, Emily. I'll say hello, wife, Emily.
You keep saying wife Emily now, but you started out saying with Emily, and it was like, well, that's weird. This has been fun. This is like the third time. And how many listens have you had? Yeah.
A lot. Yeah. Happy about that?
Yeah. What was the mark that you just hit? Oh, that's so exciting. That's so exciting.
No, I am happy for everyone that's listening and watching and Spotify and podcast land. Thank you so much for the love and the listens. Yeah, we won't be able to do this without you. This is fun for 4 years. We're doing this, so this is a fantastic time. Our new season, we will be recording our new season next week, which is as we record this. So that's great. So we'll bring back the drafts and bracket reviews. Me and my wife will still be doing this. Also, if you're on YouTube, hopefully still be doing the 3 count with Josh and all kind of good stuff. Should be a lot of fun. So,
will you recap the Netflix thing? Like where you go backwards when you start? Like, because this last Netflix thing was so big.
He wanted to. So Josh wanted to do a recap of Netflix, but nobody could do it to me. He wanted to do it by himself.
That makes sense.
And I got really busy with work, so I couldn't do it with him. But it's not here nor there. Today we are doing our rankings for the top JV 90s movies. JV 90s movies in the beginning of the 90s. So we're just from 1990 to 1993. I will say who all did this, okay? So myself, DJ, Amanda from the Sipless, Andrew from Crushgasm, my wife, and Josh. We all did this one. All right. Because we all like the 90s and we thought it would be fun. Okay. So yeah. We're going to go through all these from tier to tier. Again, these are JV movies, so like I always do before, the top 208 movies from whatever bracket I'm doing. The bottom 104 goes in JV, the top 104 go in varsity, and it all goes by their Rotten Tomato scores. So these movies, Rotten Tomatoes said they were the worst, the least favorite of the beginning of the 90s, which is 1990 to 1993. We're going to go tier from tier. So we're going to go from number 35 to number 31 first.
So many fucking movies in the 90s. It is insane compared to the 80s.
Yeah,
that was wild. It was wild.
So we're going to number 35, which is your movie. Death Becomes Her.
Fucking great movie. I mean, so good. Mm-hmm. So good.
Is it?
Yes, it is. And it's one that I can remember watching like with my mom and my grandma and stuff. And it's an old 90s movie. And these two women who like are fighting over this man and trying to, become more youthful and beautiful and all the things and taking a potion so you don't die, and then they just keep killing each other and blowing holes through each other and falling fucking apart, and they can't die. So yeah, it's a funny movie, I'm sure. Like, shut up, I can see it all over your face. It's such a good movie.
I'm waiting for you to get done.
Okay, go ahead.
This movie's horrible. This movie is horrible. Yeah, I said it. And I said it again. Now, again, if I would have probably watched the movie in the 90s, would have the 90s nostalgia for it, then it probably would see something different. But I watched the movie for the first time legitly 2-3 years ago.
And I loved every moment watching it with you. Putting you through all of it with me right there. It was wonderful.
Even for editing, and people keep saying that for editing purposes for the 90s, there's other better editing movies in the 80s.
So what? It was still great.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think so.
They haven't, I don't think, remade that one.
I hope not. I hope so. Probably better.
Oh, just saying, it's up there. It hasn't been touched yet. It could be really fun.
All right, number 34 is Dick Tracy. Personally, I'm not the biggest Dick Tracy fan. It's a detective, a well-known detective trying to solve a big case. Gunshots, damn near. It's like Batman didn't have powers, basically. Sorry, let me phrase that. It's just like Batman didn't have money. I think that two people had this on their list. It wasn't you. I'm pretty sure, and I correct myself if I'm wrong later. I'm pretty sure it was CJ and Amanda that had this on their list at the bottom, or at least one of them did, and it just wasn't good to me. Like again, I'm probably some of the biggest '90s haters, but yeah, I could live without seeing this movie.
I don't think I watched that.
Yeah,
You know,
I could live without seeing this movie again. Now, this movie could be remade. It'd be great.
Really?
And this was.
Yeah.
Right. Number 33, I did have on my list. I'm probably the only person that did.
The only
and
person
that
that
is
did?
Men at Work.
You showed me this movie, right? This is the garbage truck
yes.
and all that stuff.
Yes.
It was
Men
funny.
at Work is such a fucking movie and comedy.
It was super funny. I wouldn't make my top 10, but it was I would watch it again. It was funny.
Emilio Estevez, Charlie Sheen, just so funny. Two garbage truck men finds a dead body. They don't want to go to the cops because they know that what the cops will do to them. They did. They got to solve them. Two garbage men got to solve this murder of who killed this person, and it's just a lot of hijinks, a lot of great one-liners. Mr. Bonehead, like it's such an underrated movie. I feel like if more people watch this movie, they will love it because
it makes
funny.
You so happy.
It's funny.
That's so funny. No, it was a good movie. Definitely was. Not a top 10er, but yeah.
I feel like if people would have watched it more,
yeah,
then it would be a lot higher.
Probably because I wasn't introduced to it until later on in my life, where Overlord and those different kinds of Caddyshack, they were introduced so young that it's like those have become my. I love it. They just bring back fun times.
All right, so number 32 is Hand That Rocked the Cradle.
Didn't see it.
I think I've seen this movie once. It's a psychological thriller.
I think I would like that.
Oh yeah, you will. And
I've heard of it.
It's a mystery movie, so you gotta find out who killed who or who doing all the bad things. Then
predictable one.
Well, most of the ladies are predictable. So yeah, I can't see them because I only saw it once a long time ago. It's not. I have to watch it again to make sure that I can speak more of it, but I haven't watched it. So, number 31 is Toy Soldiers.
Love Toy Soldiers.
What's on your list?
The Gorgonites. I remember, I think it was 10-ish or something, less than 10 when this came out. And it was I don't know if that puts it before the first Toy Story or not. Does that put it?
Oh, definitely. Toy Story 1 came out in 95. It's kind of
it's
93.
A darker Toy Story. You've got the monsters, the Gorgonites, that are all toys that go to this little toy shop and they come to life and they battle. Another very great movie that when I showed Ricky, he absolutely loved it. And I'm sure Sasha's getting close to the age of really appreciating all the fighting. No, it's a great movie.
I don't mind this movie. The movie is a good kids movie. It's one of those kids movies that have adult feel to it, but it's ridiculous. It's a ridiculous movie. I love that kind of feel. I'll watch it again. I think Dude belongs on this list. I know why you like it. I think Ricky will probably like it as well.
He loved it.
Yeah,
but Sasha's getting to that age where I think she would even like it.
So we'll back to that first tier from 35 to 31. Death Becomes Her. Number 34, Dick Tracy. Number 33, Men at Work. Number 32, The Hand That Rocks the Cradle. Number 31, Toy Soldiers. We're going to go from 30 to 21 right now. Number 30 is The Rocketeer. The Rocketeer is a superhero movie, technically. It's a guy that he builds a jetpack and then he can fly with a mask so you can see his face.
Is he part of one of the worlds?
Technically, he is, I think, this counts as Marvel. I'm pretty sure it counts as Marvel.
Have they brought him back?
No, maybe a remake. If I'm not mistaken, I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah.
But it was only really once that they really only had that.
Mm.
That was this movie in the 90s. What wasn't the best superhero movie to me? I got bored at times, most of the
So
times.
this was not on your list?
No, it was not on my list. I think it was on CJ's list. Number 29 was on my list, and I kind of wish Harvey was did this list because it would be higher. And this is Boomerang. Boomerang is one of the most underrated Eddie Murphy movies of all time. It is a black classic,
Mm.
and none of the black people voted for it but me.
Oh, that's a little notice. Okay.
Yeah, CJ said it from when he saw the list. He's like, "Oh, I forgot to put Boomerang on there." Boomerang is about a guy, Eddie Murphy, is can get any woman he wants and then dumps them for the dumbest reason. And then why it's called Boomerang because he meets a woman that's his boss that did the same thing to him. He does.
This sounds familiar. What's like one of the big lines from the movie? Like, what's one of the big?
You don't fuck her feet. The cast is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Got Eartha Kitt. He has to fuck Eartha Kitt, by the way. And that, so got Eddie Murphy, Eartha Kitt, Chris Rock, Martin Lawrence, Holly Berry, Strong J, the fuck her name, Jones, some the model. Terrence Pops from Friday. Rest in peace to him. Weatherspoon. Miss Pearly, that was his wife. Black classics. Like
Yeah.
Black
No
classics.
shit. I'm trying to think if
You
this
gotta
is one of those.
coordinate. You gotta coordinate. Another big
I've heard you say that one.
All right. But yeah, we're 28. Number 28 is Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead.
This was not on my list.
I know, but
I'm pretty sure it's just. Is this like Christina Applegate?
Mm-hmm.
This is that movie. Hey, yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember much of it. It's one that I saw like maybe twice, and how much of my attention it had, I'm not sure. But basically, the mom goes away, and the babysitter dies. They don't want to tell mom, so like she goes and gets a job. I think. Mm-hmm. They like have to fend for themselves, and it is a funny movie. It just didn't make my top 10.
They made a black version of this a year or two ago.
A year or two ago?
Yeah, ago. It was really soon. The lady that plays in the new Bel Air show is Christian Applegate's character.
Which lady from the Bel Air? Oh, she played Lisa. Okay.
Yeah. So she's in it, and I'm not a big fan of the movie. Pretty White Kids movies I don't like either. Mm-hmm. There's definitely this is 100%. That's not true because I do like Breakfast Club. That's all Pretty White Kids.
I don't even know that if they're privileged or not, but the whole fucking Porky's thing just still blows me away.
They are definitely privileged.
It just doesn't feel like a movie that you should like at all.
It should not. I should not like Porky's at all. But Porky's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, that's one.
Number 27 is Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
Not on my list.
Not on my list either. The other Robin Hood, which is on here, was on my list. But it's not a bad movie though. Everybody should know the story. Robin Hood, take from the rich, give to the poor, fall in love with somebody that's in royalty, try to win her, try to still love her, but basically take over from King Williams, who's doing bad things.
King Richard?
King Richard. One of the kings.
I don't know. Maybe I'm not right. I don't know, but it just
one of the kings.
Seems like it.
When's the Archer contest?
King Arthur?
No,
I was just thinking King Arthur. Was that it?
No, it's like it's either Richard or Williams.
Yeah. Sorry, yes, Archer. Yeah, no, that's in it.
Then he, gets the girl. I mean,
hurrah!
Out of all the Robin Hood movies that I've seen, this, even though it's not a bad movie, it's not going to be in the top. You got Robin Hood, coming up. You have the Robin Hood with the Fox. Disney Robin Hood.
Oh, fucking great Robin Hood.
Yeah. The Fox.
That is up there, right behind the one that's on this list.
Yeah, the one with Jamie Foxx is up there as well. So, yeah, he had him in 2010, something like that. So, yeah, it's not a bad movie. It's just not my cup of tea. All right, number 26, Key of the Year.
Not on my list.
I don't remember if it's on my list or not, but I am happy that it's on this list.
Really?
I love Rookie of the Year.
Which one is it about?
So this is about the kid that is horrible at sports, especially baseball, still on the baseball team. But then he tries to show off some girl, slips on the ball, hurt his shoulder. Got put his shoulder in the cast for about a whole summer. Had the cast off, and his shoulder is hyper, so he can
Yeah.
throw super fast. So he goes to MLB, becomes a star, loses his arm. Gotta figure out how to win that game when he loses his arm.
Yeah. I remember this movie like vaguely, and it was a good movie. It wouldn't make my like I couldn't even pull like what it was by the title of it, but I remember it was like it was a cute movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's one of Disney, one of live action Disney movies about sports for kids that Disney had. A lot of the motherfuckers.
They're great.
Yeah,
they were great. Yeah. No, there's some that stick
This-
out way bigger than this
Angels in
one.
the Outfield and all like so. This one was one of the good movies. One of my favorite kid movies of all time. God, true. One of my favorite live action kid movies of all time.
Interesting.
My favorite live action movie of all time is coming up. Actually, it's in the top 10.
I think made my list too. If I know what I'm.
I don't think so. Okay, but we shall see. All right, number 23 is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the first one. Vanilla Ice was the second one, just the first one. They fight Shredder and kill him. Well, kill him.
I mean, yeah, I was in the day massive Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fan. Even more than like Barbies for a good period of my childhood. The Turtles were the shit. However, I can't think of exactly which movie this was. I know it was like the first two were like the main two. I had Ninja Turtle birthday parties. I was huge fan. But now I'm like, I haven't seen that in so long. I can't even really.
So the first one is
got the hockey guy with the hockey stick.
Wait, was he in the first one or second one? No. Hockey guy. So,
is the first one?
Casey was in the first one.
Okay.
And that's the first one, and they killed, they quote unquote killed Shredder.
Yeah.
They thought they did. The second one is with the guy from my favorite kid movie that's coming up as the sidekick. Then the third one was fucking weird. They go back in time, like it was horrible. But the first one is actually the better one.
Yeah.
The people like the second one because of the Go Ninja Go. Although, I mean, good beat. Movie was horrible. That movie was horrible. But this is the best one. So this should be on this list.
Yeah. I don't know if it made mine, but it is. It was a good movie. Probably one to pull out. I don't know that Ricky's seen it.
Yeah, well, I know it's on Paramount.
I know he's seen like the cartoon ones of it, but not
the live action.
Yeah.
All right, number 24 is your movie. I know that for a fact. That's Nothing But Trouble.
Oh my god!
All around the world, same song.
I mean, Chevy Chase has a very special spot in my heart. Like, he's amazing. Christmas Vacation, amazing. He and is it Demi Moore?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's and it's Judge. I forget the fucking judge's name. He's got a nose, looks like a penis. It's one house of just terrors, trapdoors, bones. I mean, cringy, all kinds of just. I love it. I love it. It's just a huge dumpster fire, like literally a huge dumpster fire. And no, it's hard to. If they just are trapped in this house, they got to get out of the house, and no matter what they do, they fucked.
So Nothing But Trouble. The first thing that comes to mind again is Digital Underground. There was the song Around the World, same song. And if you know, that's the group that Tupac was in, and Humpty Dumpty, and that, and you know, I mean, don't get me wrong. I think Chevy Chase plays a lot of. No, it was Dan Aykroyd that played a lot of.
Oh, Dan Aykroyd was the judge. Yeah,
Dan Aykroyd was the
and
judge.
then a lot of.
Is it in my top like movies in the 90s? No, but when I watch it, it's entertaining.
Oh yeah.
A lot of, and I think they call it a horror comedy almost.
It's hard to call it a horror with what it is.
I think
but
Google
like
call it a horror comedy.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's but
yeah, I guess there's some,
That's actually a good thing though, because you know it brings a lot of emotions out. Still supposed to be a comedy movie, but
Hilarious. You can't unsee. Once you've seen it, there's so many things you can't unsee. It sticks with you. Yeah, one of those kind of movies.
the next movie is what Google calls a rom-com. It's number 23. I said it's Google calls a rom-com, and it's cringeworthy when I say it, but it's My Girl.
I knew you were going to say it.
Google
I knew
actually
you were going to
calls
say
it.
that.
Google called it a rom-com.
I know.
That is horrible.
It is very cringe. Very, very cringe. I love the movie. I don't think I put it on my list.
Mm-hmm.
I will always cry during this movie.
He even got his glasses. Give him his glasses.
Oh my god. And then even the second one was good. Like, I just,
Wait, which was the California, something like that?
yeah, I was a fan. I was just a fan. Like, not fan enough for it to make, like, take out some of these, nothing but trouble. I mean, but it was good.
I'm going to give my honest opinion. This movie's boring.
She grows up working in, like, a funeral home and sees a lot of dead bodies. Mm-hmm. And, I mean, the whole crimes thing, and at his super young age, this kind of shit, like, this sucked me in and has made me like this.
So my thing is, and I get a lot of arguments about this, that there's a movie that's literally damn near scene for scene, just like it.
Really?
Yeah, Bridge of Terabithia.
I've heard that so many times, but I haven't seen it.
Good book, but book is better than the movie, mm-hmm. But I like the movie as well. It's literally the same thing. We befriends a person of a kid of opposite sex. They become friends. One of the people died.
And like they work at a funeral home and all the things.
No, Bridge to Terabithia, they swing over to this river, and they have this whole land to themselves that they imaginary.
Like in Mary Poppins.
Well, like they know it's imaginary. Mary Poppins don't know shit. But the girl died, and then swinging over there, and he gets sad. So I thought the movie was boring as hell, but people love it.
No, people love it.
All right, number 22 is the first Addams Family.
Good movie. Yeah, no, I love Addams Family. Mm-hmm. Don't think it was on my list though. Mm-hmm. I mean, just because there were so many, there's so fucking many good ones. Like I had so many that, and I knew someone would get Addams Family on here, so I just let them take it.
This is one that time I'll say Rotten Tomatoes did get it right. That it should be in JV. Because Addams Family values is in varsity.
And that's the Thanksgiving scene and stuff.
Still better. No, that's not a Thanksgiving scene. It's still overall better movie than in the first one.
Yeah, but I'm saying that's in the second one.
Addams Family, you don't know, is about an oddly weird family that loves the dark shit, death, crime. And
see, and you think that would totally make my list.
Yeah, but it's more of it's a family of comedy. I think Google has it as. It's a classic it's a remake from 1960s or 70s TV show, and it wasn't bad. Again, I still think that Values is better. Shit, I think Wednesday is better.
Yeah, I loved watching Wednesday. Mm-hmm. That was really good.
But it does deserve to be on this list, though.
Yeah, for sure.
And last one in this tier is number 21. So I Married an Ex-Murderer.
I haven't seen this. Heard of it many times, but
yeah, this was with what's his face? Austin Powers, wasn't he? Mike Myers. Mike Myers. He married someone that he thinks kills a lot of people, but and try to find out who actually killed him. She said she didn't. It's actually somebody that they know. I wasn't a fan.
No.
Watched it twice in my life.
Yeah.
Too many. Yeah, not my cup of tea. Never going to happen because people like you will keep watching. So never
know. Happen. So then how am I supposed to go back and remember these movies?
So this tier had the Rocketeer, Boomerang, Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead, Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, Rookie of the Year, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Nothing But Trouble, My Girl, The Addams Family, and So I Married an Ex-Murderer. We're going to the next tier, which start from number 20, Robin Hood, Men in Tights.
Best Robin Hood movie. Best.
Yes.
Best.
1,010%.
So funny. Ricky was watching it the other day. Loved it. Watched it so many times. Definitely a must see.
Robin Hood Men in Tights. First things first. Shout out to Dave Chappelle. Yeah, I know everybody else is in it. Isaac Hayes, rest in peace song. But my favorite comedian of all time, Dave Chappelle, is Hachu. Again, it's the same concept of Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. This is a parody of that movie, so it just makes fun of the Robin Hood movies. A lot of over the top jokes is from the same person that directed Spaceballs, and I've got the other one that everybody loves, but it's hilarious.
It is super funny.
Mrs. Doubtfire.
I'm not sure if I put this on my list. I mean, it got so tough at the end. I'm not sure that it made my cut, but iconic movie. Rest in peace, Robin Williams. Going through a divorce, misses his kids, tries to find a way to be with his kids as much as possible, and becomes a woman to be their nanny. And I'm not sure that there has been a remake of this one.
Definitely not.
I don't know how they could possibly top what they did.
You cannot remake this.
But again, it's like I was at a perfect age to see this, like 10, 11, something like that.
Yeah, it's a kid's movie.
It was just so great.
You got certain movies you can't, out of respect of people, you cannot remake, and this is one of the movies. Is it one of my favorite? It's my favorite movie. No. Do I acknowledge that it's a classic? And yes. And you can't, for Robin Williams, you cannot make this movie, at least until we did.
Right.
Yeah, because we're going to shit on everything. Listen,
yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Aladdin would be in like the middle piece, I think on Varsity maybe, or even early 90s Varsity. And I must say something that's going to piss people off. But I do think that the live action Aladdin wasn't bad. But people shit on it because Will Smith did the genie and it was originally Robert Williams, and I feel like that's why it got a bad play. If it was anybody else, I feel like it wouldn't got that bad play.
I mean, he was the perfect genie. He was in Aladdin, but no. Anyways, Miss Doubtfire, so great.
All right, number 18. I think you definitely had this one. 18 is Honey, I Blew Up the Kid.
Oh my god, so good. This is just like the Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, but in reverse. Honey, I Blew Up the Kid. Wayne Szalinski is, who is the guy that plays him? He's Nick Morales or something like that.
Yeah,
Rick. God, I wish he would have kept going. I love so many of the movies that he's been in. And Honey, I Blew Up the Kid. He's like this inventor of all kinds of different contraptions. And this one, you know, they thought was an apple at first, and then a bunny and the baby. And the baby is like taking over Las Vegas, or taking over Vegas, and they got to take this baby down and shrink him back up. This is one Ricky has seen and absolutely loved. I think I tried to get Sasha to watch. She wasn't quite ready yet.
Blew Up the Kid is a good kids movie.
It is, though. Think Shrunk the Kids just because it was the original.
Is it so hard because you blew it and it shrunk?
Right? Oh my god. I think it's Shrunk. I've seen it more times. The baby's amazing. And I think I only like the baby one now more because I have my babies. And so that one has become my favorite, but my whole life it's been a Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Okay, so what's better, Ourselves or Blue?
No, Ourselves, not.
No?
No.
I had to give.
No.
But you didn't watch the TV show. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, the TV show, is highly underrated. I actually like that show.
And that came out at what period of time? Like
90s. All right, number 17 is The Bodyguard, the awesome white savior movie.
Not on my list.
Not on my list either. It is about a singer that needs a bodyguard because she gets too big. Kevin Costner is her bodyguard. He get popped at the end. He leaves. They kiss. Hooray. Again.
And I'm sitting here like, I do such a bad job of explaining these movies. Listen, you just pulled that out.
I did. Because I'm not the biggest, again, I'm not the biggest fan of white savior movies. No, I don't care what anybody said. This is a white savior movie. down. So I haven't only watched it maybe 3 times in my life. But they give me one of the best Whitney Houston songs of all time. I have nothing.
She did that song for this movie.
Don't make me close.
Really?
One more door. I don't want to hurt anymore. And put her heart and soul into that vocal too. But besides that, if I want to watch Whitney Houston in the movies, 90s basically, Waiting to Excel, and The Preacher's Wife. That's me right there. Number 16 is Universal Soldier. That's Jean-Claude Van Damme. If you've seen one Jean-Claude Van Damme movie, you've seen them all. Okay, all right. It's a super soldier that can kick ass, saves the day then. Hooray! That is all Jean-Claude Van Damme movies. Okay,
that's so funny.
I know it's like a horrible description of the movie, but that is what it is.
Well, right? It is what it is.
So, and I know that. I mean, I know it was CJ and Josh. I love that movie. I get bored with the same thing over and over again.
I still get bored. Yeah.
And I know some people say like Will Smith played the same thing in the 90s. I disagree with that. However, though, even with him playing the same in the 90s, it was literally it was different. He went from an army soldier with the Independence Day, a cop in the West, and Wild Wild West, Bad Boys, Made in America. He was a student, but legitly, Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Well, that was close.
He's the same in every movie he did. So it is what it is. All right, but it made number 16. Number 15 is the Beverly Hillbillies. Beverly Hillbillies is about some people that are quote unquote hillbillies, strike rich for.
Wait, which one is this?
The Beverly Hillbillies.
Wait, this isn't Troop Beverly Hill. Like, which one did you say?
No, the Beverly Hillbillies.
Oh, this is Beverly Hillbillies. Yes, this was on my list too. Yeah.
Nobody picked Troop Beverly Hills.
I did.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
I did.
No, you did not.
Didn't I? It was one I had to scratch the last minute. Then, if I didn't.
Yeah, you did not. You did have the Beverly Hillbillies though.
Yeah, well, I knew I had that, but I thought I had Troop Beverly Hills too.
No, because I know for a fact that if you had Troop Beverly Hills, that'd be down more. If it was. So, but yeah, Beverly Hills is about a guy,
the Clampets,
hillbillies that struck to get rich because of oil. And they decided to move to Beverly Hills, and they needed to adapt to their lives in Beverly Hills. The head Clampett got to get married. The daughter got to learn how to be a quote unquote ladylike.
Then you got people that are after the money.
Like always. So yeah, I mean, this is a classic.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. I loved it. It's hilarious. Definitely one to have seen if you haven't. I don't know. Ricky could be almost there.
You guys sit there.
He appreciates, though. He has an appreciation of these old ones that I show him that are like this. I love it.
Number 14 is Dennis the Menace.
This was on mine.
I think this is on mine as well.
Is this the one that you were talking about earlier when you were referring to some? Oh, this is not.
No, this is not.
This is not the one.
Interesting. The one I'm talking about is in the top 10.
For me. And I thought Dennis the Menace made it to the top 10. No, I think this was on 14. My list too.
This is about a kid that is bad as fuck.
Bad as fuck.
And he terrorizes his neighbor, who's grumpy, by the way. But terrorizes him. Shit, listen, the shit that he does for the neighbor is the funniest shit. Like it really is.
It really is.
That and Christopher Lloyd. I mean, we did Christopher Lloyd in the river. That shit is fucking hilarious as well. Like it's a lot of physical comedy in this, especially from I forgot who played Mr. Wood. Rest in peace to him. But his physical comedy at that age, he had to do that. Christopher Lloyd's physical comedy in that age was fucking hilarious. Oh, it's just a good kids movie. One to watch because it's a classic.
Bad as fuck. Bad as fuck. Ricky loves it, and Ricky's getting to be there.
Donna Drew, listen, I would sit down and without my kids, and if it was there, I would watch the show.
And Sasha's probably getting to the age of appreciating that one. She loves seeing people fucking each other up.
Good for her.
She's just about that fighting and stuff.
Number 13 is The Five Heartbeats. Five Heartbeats is one of my top 5 movies of all time. Obviously, it's on my list. I think it was on CJ's list as well. So people want to understand that this is not a biopic, but it took a lot of people a long time to figure out that it wasn't a biopic. People thought this shit was real.
But I asked a lot of stupid questions.
Robert Townsend is one of his movies. He actually plays one of the Five Heartbeats. It's about a singing group that about their lives from not getting the contract to getting the contract all the way to their retirement. It is so I do say this is not an actual singing group, but it's based off the lives of the Dells. And yeah, it's a good movie. I know all the words to the fucking movie. I know all the songs to the movie. I actually have the songs on my Spotify. That's still saying.
We listen to them in the car.
Yeah, just love this fucking movie. This is a black classic. This is not the highest black movie, but it's one of the highest black movies we have on here. Sorry, the third highest black movie we have on here. So there you go. Number 12 is Hocus Pocus. You can talk about that.
Go ahead.
Oh,
I would love to hear you talk about Hocus
This movie's horrible. This movie's horrible. There's about 3 witches that trying to eat kids. I think it was eat kids to get to get more youthful.
It is a pretty iconic movie.
Just because it's iconic, that means it's good.
Sisters.
Iconic, that means it's good.
And I mean, it's a Halloween staple
for most people.
For
some people.
For most people. I don't think it was on my list, but yeah, these 3 witches are after the souls of the kids so they can become young and beautiful, kind of like.
Yeah, I know it's not like the biggest hater of movies right now, but classic white movies. Yeah. But yeah, I didn't grow up with it. I did. I didn't have to watch it. I did watch it. Yeah. Number 11 is Drop Dead Fred. Excuse me.
This was not on my list.
I'm gonna make sure that we Drop Dead Fred is, because if it is, yeah, Drop Dead Fred is about a girl that has an imaginary friend at a young age, and then her parents lock him away into this box.
Wow.
When she goes older, she finds the box, opens it up, and Fred comes back out.
Oh, for real? Yeah. That's what happens.
It's a family movie, so it's not like a danger movie. Actually, but God is truth though. God is truth.
Yeah.
This concept for a horror movie would be great.
I mean, that seems super fucked up. You have to lock away. It's time to lock away your imaginary. Damn.
He taught him about how to make mud pies and all that kind of stuff. I mean, I
haven't seen it, but it sounds super interesting.
It's not a bad movie. Again, it's a kids movie. A family movie. It has a very, very horrible rating on Rotten Tomatoes, like 11%. So this tier is Robin Hood Men in Tights, Mrs. Doubtfire, Honey, I Brought the Kids, Bodyguard, Universal Soldier, The Beverly Hillbillies, Dennis the Menace, The Five Heartbeats, Hocus Pocus, and Drop Dead Fred. Are you ready for the top 10?
I think so. Only 2, maybe 3 of my movies that were on my top 10 made it. So I'm curious. I can't remember what this list looked like because it was a while back, but I'm ready.
Number 10 is Surf Ninjas. And this is my favorite.
Oh, God.
This is my favorite.
See, I knew we were going to get to some stupid shit.
This is my favorite kids movie of all time. One of my favorite kid movies of all time. Kwanzaa Dudes.
Wow.
So I got a little cough. Sorry about that. Yeah. It's about 2 kids that find out they're royalty, and the reason why they are living where they are is because somebody, murdered their village, and they go on a quest to get the village back. And it's called Surf Ninjas because they surf in the ninjas. So I mean, it's basic as fuck.
Oh my God! I'll link y'all.
Number 9 is Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. Now, what?
And we're both Home Alones on this bracket, or Home Alone, out of these. Home Alone and Home Alone 2.
I know I give Rotten Tomatoes praise, but they fucked up with this one. Yeah, Home Alone 2 on JV, Home Alone 1 the worst team.
Okay, so they were split into the varsity and JV.
Yeah. Thank you. Home Alone 2 to me is the better one.
Yeah, I need
Home Alone
more.
2 is the best one of all of them.
I like the first one more, but go ahead.
Home Alone 2 is the best one of all of them. McAllister goes to New York instead of Florida, Miami, I think it was. And the same hijinks from the first ones and the second one, except for a lot more dangerous traps.
There's traps.
A lot of like he should be going to jail for some shit he did to him.
Well, he's just trying to save himself. Gotta do what you gotta do.
He broke into somebody's house.
Wasn't a relative?
He still broke into the house.
I know.
He set
to save himself.
He set 2 people on fire.
To save himself.
He electrocuted on 10 somebody.
He had to
he
up
blew,
it from, look all he did in the first one.
He blew Joe Pesci up. Those traps, those traps would be RIP from right then and there. But to me, it's the best one. The only thing bad I hate about that is the orange guy that's in it. But besides that...
You hate who for a minute?
The orange guy was in it. Donald Trump was in it.
Oh, I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? And no, I know, that's a bummer. That's like fucking Little Rascals, man. That just sucks so fucking much.
Love the Little Rascals. And again, when that comes up, because that's coming up on the records, I probably have it on there. Outside of seeing this. Yeah. All right, number 8 is The Mighty Ducks.
It's a hockey movie. Like, I wasn't on my list. I have seen it. Emilio Estevez, is that right? Yes. Like, and there's so many duck. Like, there's like
Mighty Ducks, D2, D3, and maybe D4 actually.
I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. I couldn't keep up with them. They were all not a big hockey follower, so.
I am not the biggest hockey fan either, but this is a classic.
It is a classic. Yes.
Again, another one of those.
Like, Disney, I'm not mad at it, but
another one of these Disney movies that are teen, like kid sports movies.
Dying.
But probably, I'm not gonna watch it. I hope not, but shit.
Can I get you something?
No, I'm fine. But I'm done anyway. Like I said, Estevez, he's a lawyer, but he's a high-head lawyer, and he did something to go to jail. Then he had community service of running a hockey team as the coach. And then, you got to get kids to trust him, got kids better because they suck, and then they win the whole thing. 90s kids sports movie. They always want to suck. They always want to do them to trust. Wasn't a bad. It's a classic. It wasn't a bad movie, but it is a classic movie. Not for me.
Yeah.
But it wasn't a bad movie. I see why it's there.
Like, I've seen it enough times to, like, I remember some of it, but like, I get it. There's others that I would put before it. So
I fucked up. And I know I said Home Alone was in varsity, and that's not. It's on JV as well.
That's what I thought. That's
and it is number 7.
Okay, because that's what I thought.
Yeah, you think that Home Alone is better than Home Alone 2?
Yeah, I mean, it's just, I have a heart. Like, it has to be such an incredible second one to beat out the first for me.
It was better than the first,
and it was great, but it didn't like blow it out the water. It didn't. Not for me.
First things first, let's just say that.
Like, the house, the everything, like, just.
Today's, I think it's 14 million, something like that. They're horrible parents. It is what it is.
It's a lot of kids. That's a big family, but you got to be able to manage that if you're going to do that. Like, you got to be able to fucking.
It was all their kids, though. Some of his brother's kids and.
I know, but still, like, when you're traveling like that, you gotta fucking. That's a lot.
So on the first,
responsible.
So the mom was more heartbreaking about anything to me because the mom forced him upstairs in the attic after what happened, and then left him. She forgot that. He doesn't get off the hook with that, but I do blame her more than him. I got to an argument with somebody about who's more of the blame for the second one.
Kevin is a shit for that.
The parents, you always got to blame the parents for that. Yeah. But you can't put the full blame on the parents. Ricky is 10 years old, the same age as Kevin McAllister, I think. And then if I tell Ricky to hold my bag and we got to run, I know for a fact Ricky will be right there. He won't stop. Kevin stopped for some dumbass reason. He could have waited till he got to the fucking plane. So I do blame him for a little bit of that for the second one. But they're still horrible parents. Some of the worst parents in the world in movies.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad, but it's an amazing movie. I mean, Christmas staple.
Yeah, that's the Christmas movie.
Sure is.
So something else. All right. Anyway.
Back to now.
Number 6 is The Meteor Man. I don't remember if I actually had this on my list, but I know CJ and Josh had this on their list high. It's not a bad movie.
No, but they would have had, I mean, for it to make it this high.
It is a black staple of superhero movies. Robert Townsend, again, shout out to Robert Townsend. He get hit with a meteor and get all these powers. He can fly, he can super strength, he can blow. Basically Superman powers, basically. He had to fight some people, gang called the Golden Lords, but they all just got like gold hair. Yeah, it's just a fun movie. It's actually related in the Marvel universe, which I didn't know that until like maybe 10 years ago. It's a really, really good black superhero movie.
Oh my god, this is not this is not the superhero movie that I was thinking of.
You're probably thinking about Blank Man. And
Blank Man, that's what I was thinking of.
And I'm pretty sure that...
That's so funny.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Blank Man was...
I'm like, I just don't think that's the right story of the movie.
No. But this movie had a lot of classic black... Again, another star-studded black... star-studded black cast. Robert Townsend had Debo from Friday, Bill Cosby, Sinbad, Eddie Griffin, like such a good cast. So shout out to Robert Townsend, and I'm happy that this got really hot.
Yeah.
So CJ and Josh. Oh, sorry, I also had the Meteor Man on it. I did have Meteor Man on it.
I knew for it to make it that.
But it wasn't high though. It was lower on my list.
But it's still.
So but CJ and Josh had the Meteor Man high. I know they had Demolition Man high as well. So Demolition Man number 5, and Demolition Man is Sylvester Stallone. He goes into the future. He gets his body frozen, goes to the future, and he has to capture Wesley Snipes, who's a psychotic bad guy. Weird future. They don't have physical sex in the future in that universe. They had to wear VR goggles and like a touch machine, and they could feel it. They could feel it. But they don't actually insert it. It's weird as fuck. It's one of the weirdest sex scenes ever. But I would have had this high on my list, no. Although they did, and it hit me number 5. Number 4 is The Sandlot. Yeah, so The Sandlot is another one of these Disney kids movies about a group of friends in the summer of 60-something or 70-something. And just to talk about it's a quote-unquote coming of age story. You see how far they go in the summer. They got to deal with different teams, the pool, heat, big ass dogs. So yeah, it's a really, really good movie. Classic movie. I don't think that The Sandlot is as good as people say it is. But again, I'm in the minority here because a lot of people had The Sandlot on their list. I did not.
Isn't this one that made like the Don't Cry During Baseball? Or
no, that
wasn't this one.
No, this is You're Killing Me, Smalls.
Yeah, I know You're Killing Me, Smalls is in this, but
no.
Like, I thought that
League of Their Own is Don't Cry During Baseball. It's a good movie. It's just not on my list, but I know there's a lot of other people's lists. So
for sure.
Number 4. Number 3 is one of your favorite movies of all time. And that's Pretty Woman.
I can't believe it's coming in at number 3. Like this is next to Who Framed Roger Rabbit. This is my number 2. And Julia Roberts playing a prostitute and falls in love. It's like a love story. It's a love story. And we got to go through Beverly Hills when Sasha was 1 month old. And I got to watch Pretty Woman in Beverly Hills in the hotel room. And we got to go down Rodeo Drive. Like, it was just to see where it even took place at was so exciting to me. This movie has always meant so much to me.
I'm going to respect the movie because it's not horrible. It's just not my cup of tea.
Right.
It's a good concept. It's a 90s concept, basically. It really is. I personally, I watch it just because? No. I need somebody to tell me to watch it. So like if I'm
That's
watching on
right.
the break, yeah, you have to. But I understand why people love it. And I know that it was on yours,
Mm-hmm.
Amanda's, and Kendra's top 10. Like Kendra said, it's like a woman's fantasy to be a prostitute in the 90s.
I mean, not just in the 90s.
So yeah,
This probably got me started in my whole like obsession or fascination with like Playboy and the following of just like beautiful women and the whole industry and everything. Like it's just fascinating. I love it. So I think it might have started with Pretty Woman.
all right. Number two is the highest ranking black movie we have, and that is Sister
Mm-hmm.
Act 2.
What?
Sister Act 2. That's the highest ranking black movie we have.
So it was last bracket that had. Okay. Sister Act 2.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Uh, you can call Sister Act 2 a black movie because it is. Sister Act is not. So it has two black people and one person only says like three lines. So this is Sister Act 2 definitely a black movie. And since Mary Clarence come back
This
to
is one where I like two more than
yeah,
the first one.
two is definitely better than the
Yeah.
first one. However, the Rotten Tomatoes don't like two. This is a black classic, hands down. Since Mary Clarence come back to save the day by being a teacher to this horrible school, new teacher to this horrible school, that's about to shut down. They save the school if they win a choir competition. I'm not saying white people don't know either, but almost every black person that's my age know Joyful Joyful. You don't have to be a Christian to know Joyful Joyful. And everybody and their mom tried to hit that high note in the middle of that movie. This actually, I'm okay with this being number two. This is a good movie.
Great movie.
It's a great movie.
Mm-hmm.
How number one? You want to think really hard what number one is? Hard. Well, we talked about both the main actresses. One has the lady you know from Pretty Woman, and one has Robert Williams. Hook is number one. Hook is number one. It's the story of Robert. So here's the thing, though. I still have a problem with being called Hook, though. Yes, it's the story of Peter Pan, and Captain Hook is his arch nemesis. But this is nothing about Hook. There's no backstory before Hook. There's no.
He's the whole reason that it's all happening.
You could say it about any fucking hero movie ever. The reason this all happening because some bad guy did something.
The bad guy, but like the superhero didn't even know
Who
that
he
he
was.
was. So without the hook,
You could
he
call
never would have known. Jesus, that's dark. And I'm into dark. That's fucking.
But you could have called Neverland. You could have called it The Lost Boys. Well, you couldn't call Lost Boys because that's a movie called The Lost Boys. But you could have called something else besides Hook because Hook wasn't the star of this, right? Kind of like in the argument that I don't like, but it's kind of true that the star of The Dark Knight was Heath Ledger. Like that was hands down. You could have called that Joker.
I don't know. I don't have a problem with it being called Hook.
Well, I mean, it's still a classic. Everybody loves it. I mean, even I love it. My boy like it. He's like it.
I love it. It's a great one.
Robert Williams almost couldn't do any wrong. I'm just glad that he had that role because he actually brought over to life. And yeah, it was really, really good.
Really good. Did this come before or after Doubtfire?
I can tell you a couple minutes.
He had a busy couple years.
Well, yeah. I mean, he worked every year. He worked every year.
Was this the bracket that Cadillac Man was on? No, that was we just did a strictly Robin Williams bracket. Gotcha.
So Hook came out in 91. So Doubtfire came out in 93.
Interesting.
So yeah, that top 10 was Surf Ninjas, Home Alone 2, Lost in New York, The Mighty Ducks, Home Alone, The Meteor Man, Demolition Man, The Sandlot, Pretty Woman, Sister Act 2, and Hook.
I'm not super mad at it.
I'm not mad at all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5 movies I'll watch. And it's in the top 10. Okay. All right, now I'm going to say the top 10s of everybody else's.
Mm-hmm.
Josh at number 10 had Death Becomes Her. Number 9 was Mrs. Doubtfire. Number 8 was Sister Act 2. 7, Rookie of the Year. 6, Meteor Man. 5, The Teenage Mutant Turtles. 4 Demolition Man, 3 Hook, 2 The Mighty Ducks, and 1 Sandlot. Kendra had Hocus Pocus at 10, 9 Beverly Hills Billies, 8 My Girl, 7 Home Alone 2, 6 Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter is Dead, 5 Mrs. Doubtfire, 4 Sister Act 2, 3 Pretty Woman, 2 The Sandlot, and 1 Drop Dead Fred.
She's got Drop Dead Fred. I need to, I guess I need to watch it.
Amanda had Home Alone 2 at 10, 9 was Hannah Rock the Cradle, 8 Pretty Woman, 7 My Girl, 6 Robin Hood Prince of Thieves, 5 Adam Family, 4 So I Married an Ex Murderer, 3 The Bodyguard, 2 Home Alone, and 1 Hocus Pocus. CJ, 10 was Dick Tracy, 9 Drop Dead Fred, 8 Surf Ninjas, 7 The Rocketeer, 6 The Mighty Ducks, 5 The Sister Act 2, 4 Hook, 3 Universal Soldier, 2 Meteor Man, and 1 Demolition Man. Emily, 10 Adam Family, 9 Robin Hood Men in Tights, 8 Toy Soldiers, 7 Dennis and Menace, 6 Home Alone, 5 Nothing But Trouble, 4 Beverly Hillbillies, 3 Honey Book the Kid, 2 Hook, and 1 Pretty Woman. And myself, number 10, Men at Work, number 9, Rookie of the Year, number 8, Meteor Man, number 7, Boomerang, number 6, Robin Hood Men in Tight, number 5, Dennis the Menace, number 4, Sister Act 2, number 3, Home Alone 2, Lost in New York, number 2, Surf Ninjas, number 1, The 5 Heartbeats. I had the blackest one. Well, that was fun.
That was fun.
So the next one for us would be the Varsities. We haven't did that yet, so I have to send everybody. But it'll be Varsity. So I think that GV. Just look at some. I'm not going to say the movies on here, but look at the difference between JV and Varsity. There's a lot more serious movies on Varsity. It's a whole lot of serious movies on Varsity.
Yeah, this one's gonna be tough.
But I already know you're number 1 though. I'll tell you afterwards.
I have a feeling if it's a darker one.
I'll let them know what yours is going to be. Yeah. Our next episode recording for Masturbators will be, or at least on the Masturbator channel, will be the draft episodes. And we're drafting the upcoming movies of 2025 and songs for a celebration.
Oh, I'm so glad you are doing the 2025 one.
Yeah. I won the wheel, so that's great.
I pushed for that so hard. I thought that was going to be a good one to start the 2025 with. I really did. Not that I'm part of the showing, but I really would hope for that one.
All right, with that being said, let's say our goodbyes.
Well, it's been fun again. It's another show of me doing a horrible job explaining movies.
So
you've got this down so well. Like, you sound like a pro, and I'm just like, so this and this and this is really good.
So it's not really we have to really review it. Like, we're seeing what the movies we are, and then we want to say some good things about it. I mean, you're doing okay.
I appreciate you putting up with me. It's been fun.
No, baby. All right. With that being said, my name is Diandre Robertson, and we